Hello, this is Alec, and today we're going to review Alice in Wonderland Playing Cards. Now, this is just supposed to be a deck of playing cards. It's not supposed to be anything really special, but I've decided to use them as a divination device, and I will tell you why in a little bit, actually. Let me just start real quick with this box that I had to rip open so that I could get into opening the deck at all. I'm a little disappointed that I had to rip open a box. I don't like to do that. However, I only paid about like $8 for this deck, so you get what you pay for. So right away, the back of these cards, for being playing cards, you would kind of think the back of the card would be reversible, but they are not. You can tell when these cards are reversed. The back of the playing cards are actually really interesting. I guess the publisher, it's like their standard, I guess, because this has nothing to do with Alice in Wonderland. Like, that's not Alice. This is, I don't know what's going on. But it's nice. It's, nice, plain, pretty, whatever. Let's get to the good bit. So this is the face of the playing cards. Now, obviously, we have like the Ace of Diamonds, Five of Hearts, so forth. Throughout the deck. But what you're probably also noticing, as I kind of thumb through the deck, is that each card has a different picture. Each card has a different quote. So each card has a different meaning. And when I saw this, I instantly thought that I could use this as a divination device. Now, obviously, again, it's not intended to be a divination device. This isn't intended to be an oracle deck. But I'm using it as one. Actually, what I'm mainly using it as is kind of a Stitchomancy and Cartomancy combination. Now, Stitchomancy, if you're not aware, is the divination using quotes from books. Now, obviously, we have quotes from the Wonderland books, the below. This Cartomancy, divination using cards, is a little bit more straightforward. Obviously, these are on cards. So the general idea would be, for me, when I'm divining with these cards, is I would get a card, let's say the 10 of clovers here, and I would read the quote. I wish you wouldn't keep appearing and vanishing. You make one quite giddy. So we have a picture of the Cheshire Cat on a tree, and Alice looking up at the Cheshire Cat. This really, then I can... if I had a question in mind, for example, like how this was like a daily draw, like how my day is going to go, it's going to be going by this quote. I would probably go something along the lines of, it's probably going to be, my day is probably going to be very spontaneous. It's probably going to be in a good way. It's going to be a lot of unexpected things happening, but in a very in a positive way. Now, part of that is because I know the context of this quote. I know about the Cheshire Cat. I know this is from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Versus, there's Through the Looking Glass quotes in here as well. Like, here's the White Queen with Alice. I have read the books, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, multiple times. That is going to aid me a lot in being able to just read the cards intuitively and know what's going on, know the context for the quotes. I imagine you could also read the quotes and not have context and still kind of maybe be able to figure out meaning that way. I don't think it's a must to be as fluent in the books as I am, but I think it definitely helps. So that's the way I plan on reading the cards. Real quick, I'm going to mention that the cards are, normal playing card size, fits in my palm of the hand very easily. The cards themselves are very flexible, not terribly flexible, but like they bend pretty easily, bend well when shuffling, and they're kind of made of like a plasticky material. So again, I plan on using a combination of like the pictures, the quote. Another way I think you could probably divine with these is using playing cartomancy, which is looking at like the 10 of hearts and what does the 10 of hearts mean? Oh, it means this. and combined with the quote, it would mean something along these lines. I would consider that very advanced way of reading these. It's something that I don't plan on really doing. Maybe in the future if I get better at playing cartomancy. But for now, I plan on just going by the quotes and the pictures. I'm very excited about this deck. I think people who should get this deck, or if you're thinking about getting this deck, I think this deck is definitely meant for would be good for people who want to divine using Alice in Wonderland, basically. Both books, and likes the books of the Wonderland books, because this isn't, the books are different than the movies, as you probably are aware. But it's also just a really good collector thing if you like the Wonderland series. It's just nice. These would make perfect playing cards. On that note, this deck would also be really good for people who are in the closet with their divination practice for whatever reason, because obviously this is just a deck of playing cards. No one has to know that you're divining with them. So that is my thoughts on this deck as a divination device. I'm really excited about using it. I've done a spread already with it and had really good results. It's a pretty... get there in focus. It is a decent divination deck. I'm excited about combination of Stitchomancy and Cartomancy. Very excited about maybe adding like a special spread for my shop, etc., etc. It's definitely unique, I think, in that you're combining Stitchomancy with Cartomancy, which you don't get to do very often. It is very different than tarot. Again, Stitchomancy isn't tarot; it isn't Cartomancy. So if you're approaching this deck as a tarot deck, you might be out of luck, especially because there's also not standard meanings for any of these cards, other than maybe the playing card Cartomancy, if that's the method you're going to use. But like if you're going my method, which is using the quotes and using the pictures, there's no standard book. There's no booklet. So you which is kind of freeing in a way. You kind of get to make up your own meanings, or get inspired by your own meanings. But anyways, I'm excited about this deck. I think people who like Wonderland would be excited about this deck. And I think I'm going to end the video there. If you have any questions about this deck, you're always welcome to leave a comment below and I will respond to you, or you can email me at alec.guire@gmail.com and I will get back to you. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, whatever. And thank you for watching.